The only reason your goals feel impossible is because you're trying to carry them all at once. Big goals can feel overwhelming. When you look at the end result, the distance between where you are and where you want to be can seem too wide, too difficult, too complicated. And because of that, many people hesitate, they delay, they doubt themselves, not because they lack ability, but because the goal feels too big to handle. But here is a simple truth that changes everything. A goal broken down into steps becomes a plan. The moment you stop looking at the whole mountain and start focusing on one step at a time, something shifts. The pressure reduces, the confusion clears. The goal that once felt impossible begins to feel achievable. The problem is not the size of your dream. The problem is trying to approach it without structure. When you don't break your goals down, your mind sees everything at once, and it reacts with overwhelm. But when you divide your goal into smaller steps, your mind can process it. It becomes clear, it becomes actionable, and most importantly, it becomes something you can start. Think about it like this. If someone told you to build a house in one day, you would feel stressed and unsure of where to begin. But if they told you, start with the foundation, then the walls, then the roof, suddenly the task becomes manageable. You don't need to know everything at once. You just need to know the next step, and that is where progress begins. Many people fail not because they aim too high, but because they don't break their goals down enough. They set a big goal, but they don't create a path to reach it. They rely on motivation instead of structure. And when motivation fades, as it always does, they feel stuck. But a clear plan removes the need for constant motivation. It gives you direction. It tells you what to do even on the days you don't feel like it. Breaking your goal into steps also builds momentum. When you complete a small task, you feel progress. That progress gives you confidence. That confidence pushes you to take the next step. And over time, those small steps add up to something powerful. What once felt far away begins to come closer, not through one big effort, but through consistent small actions. It is important to understand that small steps are not small results. They are the building blocks of big results. Every major achievement is the result of many small actions done consistently over time. The daily practice, the repeated effort, the discipline to keep going even when the progress feels slow. Those are the things that create real success. Another advantage of breaking your goal down is that it allows you to measure your progress. Instead of feeling like you are not moving forward, you can see exactly what you have completed and what is left. This clarity reduces frustration. It helps you stay focused, and it keeps you accountable. You are no longer guessing, you are following a plan. It is also important to be flexible with your steps. A plan is not a rigid structure, it is a guide. As you move forward, you may learn new things. You may face unexpected challenges. You may need to adjust your approach, and that is okay. Adjusting your plan does not mean you are failing. It means you are learning and improving. The goal remains the same, but the path can evolve. Many people wait for the perfect plan before they start, but perfection is not required. You don't need every detail figured out. You just need a starting point. You need the first step. Once you take that step, the next one becomes clearer. Action creates clarity. Waiting creates doubt. So start where you are. Use what you have. And take the first step, even if it is small. Because that small step is what transforms your goal from an idea into a plan. It is also important to stay patient. Breaking your goal into steps does not mean the journey will be quick. It means it will be structured. It means you are building something that can last. Rushing the process often leads to mistakes and frustration. But steady progress creates confidence and strength. Trust the process. Trust the steps. Trust that each small action is moving you forward, even if the results are not immediate. At the end of the day, the difference between people who achieve their goals and those who don't is often not talent or luck. It is clarity and consistency, knowing what to do and doing it repeatedly. A goal without a plan is just a wish, but a goal broken down into steps becomes something real, something practical, something achievable. So the next time you feel overwhelmed by a big goal, pause. Don't focus on everything at once. Break it down, simplify it, find the next step and take it. Then take the next one, and the next. Because success is not about doing everything at once. It is about doing the right things, step by step, until you get there.